Good evening, guys. Leon Street here, back in the house, and I've got another great topic for you. If you're in the vicinity and wanting to grow your business, so today's topic, I'm going to kick off with this and just share on the screen the best video ads ever and how you can copy them for your business in 5 easy to follow steps. So, the whole point of today's live stream is so that you can take these 5 steps and you can apply them to your business, and especially when it comes to video ads. And if you're thinking of creating video ads, you can take these 5 steps, I guess, as pointers in terms of what you need to consider for creating a video that is worthy of you putting out as a video campaign. So once again, today's topic is the best video ads ever and how you can copy them for your business in 5 easy to follow steps. If you got any questions, as ever, guys, just drop them below this video. If you're watching me on YouTube right now for the first time, please make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell to be notified of any new videos. And if you're watching me on Facebook, remember to give me a thumbs up and a heart, and thank you for watching. So I'm going to get into the presentation that I've got for you. Just a few slides that I want to share with you, and just to pick out these top performing or best video ads that, according to me, according to Leon, of course, that you might have some different ones, but I'm going to share these ones with you. And some of them come from America, some of them come from the UK. So if you're outside of the UK and America, just bear with me. Maybe you've got better ads that you grew up with or saw. But anyway, so make sure you are subscribed. As I said, make sure you jump over to YouTube. And if you are watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. There's lots of great videos already on the channel. So, go pick them up after watching this one live. Anyway, let's get into this. So converting leads and clients from video ads is essential for the continued growth of your business in today's market. And, there's a lot of people out there who, I guess, in one way or another, we're forever testing, we're forever trying to figure out what ad works best, and in this day and age, it's really about, growth of your business, but in regards to using video. I remember, going back to 2017, I was talking about, 2020, 80% of traffic will be to videos. And look, we're in 2020, we're in the last quarter now, we're finishing up. And because of lockdown and because of the various things going on around the world, more eyeballs than ever are on screens watching some type of content, and it's going to be video most of the time, right? There's obviously people who are scrolling, Instagram, Facebook, all that kind of stuff, but the majority of people, they're watching video. So it pays for you to be in front of your target audience in the best way possible with video. So let me share with you these takeaways that you can, implement into your own marketing. Good evening, Kahanya. Thank you for jumping on, Magdalena. So the first step in terms of creating video ads is you got to have the video ad tailored to the audience. And one example and one way you can do this is you can pick an enemy. And in this particular example, they pick an enemy, and you don't have to, let's say, but your content has to be tailored towards your audience. But in this particular example, it was selected whereby they created the ad, and they specifically went after their enemy, and their enemy was anybody who used an IBM computer or PC. So the Apple Mac 1984 advert, I believe, and I could be wrong, I'm sure this has been voted the #1 video ad of all time. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And basically the way that it starts out is it's like a society who are ruled by some I guess political leader on TV, and everybody is locked into it. Probably not too dissimilar to everybody who is watching and following the current events of coronavirus and COVID and all those things, and they're glued to it, and what's happening next and how many cases and all that other interesting stuff, folks, I'll say for now. But the cool thing about this ad is that it got people to really look at, do you want to be part of the gray crowd, the kind of zombies, the people just, with no creativity, no color? And what happens is As the ad progresses, there's a woman who's in like shorts, t-shirt. She's running with this kind of like sledgehammer, and she looks very athletic. So as she's running, she gets to the room that you see in front of me on the screen right now, and she does this kind of spinning move as if she's throwing the hammer in the Olympics, and it smashes the screen. And whilst this is happening, there is a narrative being played, and at the end, you've then got the call to action of the ad itself, where they introduce the new Apple Mac that's coming in January 1984. So it was an ad as almost like a pre-promo ad, but it was voted, I believe, by a lot of people, different organizations, as the number one ad. So this is a really, great ad to look at for inspiration. And their angle was simple. They picked an enemy. So basically, they were polarizing in the content, and the whole point of that is to be able to show that actually, do you want to be part of that crowd, or do you want to be part of our crowd, which is seen to be, inspiring, creating like disruption, revolting against this old draconian way. And I guess this is something for you to think about. It's all too often I come across where business owners, they're putting content together and their content doesn't polarize. It's kind of more of the same, and you probably heard it before. It's vanilla. And so you can take inspiration from the Apple Mac 1984 ad. So what is step two? So if step one is tailor your content to your audience, number two in creating your video ads is it's got to grab attention in the first few seconds. And for all the examples that I've got in what I'm sharing with you in these 5 steps, they all grab attention in the first few seconds. And it can be attention from visual, it can be attention from the sound, and I guess that's really what you're looking for in your own videos. So step 2, my example for number 2 is the Dollar Shave Club. Our blades are fucking great, and in the actual ad, obviously they don't say that. And here is the actual CEO of the Dollar Shave Club when this ad was first created, Jonah. And when he actually says, he says our blades are beep great. That this was the ad that actually went out on national TV in America, and then it went viral on YouTube. And I believe this one dates back to 2012, 8 years ago. And this was the I guess the moment, the pivotal moment for Dollar Shave Club. They were going up against the likes of Gillette, Wilkinson Sword, all of these famous brands that already existed, but they had a different USP. But more importantly, this video just caught fire instantly. So it captured attention instantly, and the content was funny, it was witty, and it kind of went against, just the norms of what you'd probably expect in Gillette, the best a man can get, all that kind of style. It was punchy, and it was edgy, and it went viral. So, think about what you can use. And I'm not telling you to swear in your videos or anything like that. You don't have to do that just to get attention. But, the script in itself was a pretty phenomenal script. And I think the total length of the video was like just over a minute. Yeah, so 1 minute 22. So if you haven't seen that one as well, check it out. Great video ad, and definitely one that you can take inspiration from. And the key thing here I want to get across is they didn't have a big budget. So what they needed to do was come up with a script and, they actually used the warehouse where Dollar Shave Club was based. And so from that respect, it just meant that they were maxing out their budget, which was a small budget, but then it just took things to that next level. Right. So step 3 in, how to create the best video ads ever, Kahanya, keep them engaged with an emotional core. And for a lot of people, this one's probably going to be difficult, because there's a big difference with how you just deliver, I guess, whether you present to people, speak to people, and delivering an ad that actually gives an emotional core, so that people they want to really pay attention, follow along with whatever the ad is all about. And this is harder than it sounds for a lot of people, because people want to talk about their product, their services, and they get lost in features, advantages, and I guess dimensionalized benefits, but not emotional benefits. And having an emotional core or theme or story to your ad is different to what you have as just benefits of your products or service. So this one, step three, is, it's a really cool one. And if you're from the UK, then you'll know what this ad is. The OXO adverts back from the 80s. This was when I was a kid. Me, born 1980, so I'm an 80s kid. And for me, I pulled this one out because I remember it so well. And OXO, if you don't know, it was I forgot the term now. I can't even think of the term. It was these cubes that you put in hot water and you can make, that's it, stock cubes. That's it. So you can make stock like for cooking chicken, turkey, meat, all that kind of stuff. I do believe they have vegetarian stock as well. But these stock cubes are what, people would use to cook their roast dinner. And in the UK, it would be normal to have a Sunday roast dinner. And you're talking about like an insignificant cube of herbs that you put in hot water and dissolves, and it creates like, this great stock that you can cook with. And it was huge. But what was the ad actually about? Well, it showed the target audience, i.e. family, but the way that this was kind of scripted, I guess, for this particular ad, is that it played on, I guess, a bit of sexual tension between the wife who was cooking the meal and the husband who the camera does cut away to. And she then refers to, I forget what it was, which exact place, but she refers to a place where they went, I believe, away for like a day, where they stayed over or something, like a probably a romantic weekend or something. And so from that respect, having the emotion around your ad and what you create can really drive home even the most boring product or service, or something that you think is insignificant. But understanding what's going on in terms of the emotion, there's family wrapped into this ad, there's sexual tension, there's romance, there's like a whole mix. But as a kid from the 80s, the OXO advert was one kick-ass ad. You just remembered it. Even as a young boy, you'd think, that's quite interesting. But anyway, so as I digress. So what is step three? Sorry, step four even, can't count. So step four is clear call to action. You're going to have a clear call to action. And, again, this can also be the downfall of a lot of people, where they expect with the script and what they've described and key benefits that actually that's enough to convince people to do the thing that they want them to do, but they don't actually add a call to action. So it's almost like assumed. So for me, when it comes to creating your video ads, you've got to have a clear call to action. It might sound obvious for a lot of people, but there's so many people who don't have a clear call to action and telling people why they should act. Well, for me, here's the example that I want to use. It's the Old Spice advert, the more recent one. And this advert kind of kicked ass in terms of the disruption it made in the marketplace. And it was an advert that revived Old Spice, and it was delivered so precisely, pristinely by the actor. I don't remember his name, but it was just one of those ads that, look, you've got like a handsome looking male, he's got pecs out, you can see biceps, nice shoulders, and this just it streams sex appeal. But here's the thing, this is Old Spice, an aftershave, which is obviously for men. So there's two things going on here. It's almost like aspirational identity for men who would use Old Spice. But the angle that they came from these ads was, it was scripted in a way that it appealed to the partner, the wife, the girlfriend of the male who it was intended for. And so, the real cool thing about this, it really was about aspirational identity. And there was a clear call to action. You need to get this bottle of Old Spice if you want to be like me. Yeah, like the guy on the advert. Then this one was really cool. And again, the sex appeal in this, there's aspirational identity and belonging to be like the guy on the screen, or to be part of it. And Old Spice, was the brand. So again, think about your target audience. Who do they desire to be? What is it that they desire to have as an end result? and that's what's going to help you to understand what you need to include in your ad. And again, I believe this one, it was literally about a minute long. So, great ad. And do check these out if you get a chance to check them out on YouTube. And step 5, is it the right time and no longer? And what I mean by that is, if your video ad is too long, you might bore people to death. And the the less that you can say, the better, because there's a lot of people out there, and it's quite easy when you're talking about your own product services and you're trying to put something across, and especially if you think, oh, it's emotional, maybe it's going to be, something that takes a bit of time to really get across the point that I want to get. You just find that there's a lot of people who they waffle on. And so with this one, I'm going to go to the Volvo Trucks ad, and this one was the one that featured Jean-Claude Van Damme, who did the epic split. And this was a pretty cool advert, and a couple of reasons why. It's Jean-Claude Van Damme. Obviously, it's CGI, but he's standing on these two Volvo trucks, which is all about precision. It's showing how these trucks are the ultimate truck that any trucker would want to have. And more importantly, they're going in reverse, and it shows the precision and accuracy of how these trucks drive. So much so that Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Jean-Claude Van Damme, how you pronounce his name, he can do the splits on them, and it's almost like the backing music is Enya, and it's like this calming, meditative music that, emotionally it hooks you, and it's no longer than it needs to be, and you get the picture pretty much straight away. And so when you look at all these key 5 steps that I've shared with you in how to create epic video ads for, your business, so that you can use them to attract leads and clients, like, it all makes sense. What I would say to you though is that if you really want to take this to the next level, watch these videos, and like, don't just watch them once, watch them a couple of times, if not a few more. And the whole point is, take ideas from what you can put into your own video ads. And the key thing that I want to get across here is that, in growing your business and me sharing these 5 steps that, I've gone through, it's not about your videos being like some Hollywood blockbuster videos. Like, don't think you need this perfect, you need that perfect, you need, to spend loads of money on scripts, copywriting, all that kind of stuff. Like, there is a time and a place for that. But what I would say is that if you're running ads on Facebook, if like video ads on Facebook or video ads on YouTube, then one of the biggest advantages that you can have is to be raw, to be real, and just put videos out. Because the biggest thing you need to do is to test, because the audience are going to respond, and that is going to be your indicator as to whether or not your videos are working, are resonating, are getting people to do all the things that you need, and most importantly, to take action, right? So, take those steps that I've just shared with you. And if you're in a position where right now you're struggling and you're thinking, you know what, I could do with a bit of help to grow my business, then guys, just reach out to me. Go to the link that you see on the screen there. Just go to leonstreet.com/one-to-one. Book in a one-to-one call with me. Yeah. We can have a chat. You can tell me about what you're facing as a challenge right now. It's the final quarter of 2020. And, if you really want to make some ground in your business and go to that next level, then, it pays to talk to somebody. And, all we're going to do is have a chat. And if we're a good fit for one another, I can share with you exactly the kind of programs that I run to help business owners who want to grow their business online, go to the next level. I mean, just to give you an indication, today, I was sat in a meeting with one of my one-on-one clients, and we're in a meeting with a potential JV partner. I say potential, we've already done a 3-month trial, but we're looking at moving into a more deeper, lengthy relationship with this joint venture partner, and a relationship that could result in somewhere in the region of £1 to £2 million. And so if you are looking for, a different strategy, a new approach to growing your business online, then do reach out to me. And I'm sure there's a lot of things that I can share with you, even just to point you in the right direction. Even if you don't choose to jump on one of my programs or be coached or helped with what I can offer you. So on that note, guys, hopefully you can take away those 5 steps that I've shared with you today, and take your business to that next level in terms of growing it, and really just producing ads, and just being consistent with putting ads out there. I find too many people who are stuck, they don't know where to turn to, and they're not putting content out. They're frozen. And now is not the time to freeze. Right now we're in recession. Lockdown is on and off. It's, there's so many different things going on around the world that this isn't a time to freeze, guys. This is a time to put content out there, take your business to the next level, and take the necessary steps, even if it stretches you, to put something out there, do something different, and achieve a different result, guys. Because if you use the same thinking expecting a different result, this is where madness sets in. This is where depression and anxiety sets in. So do yourself a favor and reach out to me. So guys, if you've enjoyed this content and you want more of it, remember to join me on YouTube. Just go to leonstreet.com/YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click on the notification bell to be notified of all my upcoming videos when they go out. And if you're watching me on Facebook, I just want to say, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, each and every one of you. And if you do have any questions and you're watching this back on the replay, drop a comment below this video and I will check out and reply to your comments. I do go to all of them. So thank you for watching. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye.